Avant toute chose, j'aimerais que nous puissions tous prendre un moment pour envoyer nos pensées et nos prières à Londres, où une tragédie terrible a lieu présentement. Canadians stand united in sending our love and support to our friends in London. We stand with you all. So hello everyone. What a nice gathering of every single person who spends their days absolutely roasting me. Such a pleasure to be here. I was here last year, as you may recall, and I decided to come back this year because apparently I hate myself. Sophie, on the other hand, well, she's not here tonight. Something about a Zumba class and a self-love meditation session. But she sends you all hugs and kisses and whatever the hell this is. But it's great to see so many journalists gathered together for the Press Gallery Dinner, or as Kate Purchase likes to call it, the annual PMO job fair. Tom Mulcair is still here a year later as interim NDP leader. No, that's it. That's the joke. But don't worry, Dippers. I hear there's new blood to the rescue. There's a new, hipper, better-dressed version of me running in the NDP leadership race. But enough about Charlie Angus. On compte aussi plusieurs nouveaux visages dans la salle, comme celui de Martine Ouellette. Vous savez tous que je m'intéresse à la physique quantique. Mais je ne suis toujours pas en mesure d'expliquer comment Martine Ouellette peut être à deux endroits en même temps sans être visible dans aucun. On pourrait surnommer son parti le bloc de Schrödinger. Sont ni morts ni vivants et c'est compliqué en motadine d'expliquer pourquoi. The Conservatives have a new leader in Andrew Scheer. Now, usually our elections are a contest between red and orange and blue. But in 2019, we're going to have red and orange and beige. Riveting. In fairness, Andrew calls himself the smiling Stephen Harper. Does anyone else find that image truly terrifying? I mean, you could just imagine him sitting by a cozy fireplace with that warm blue sweater, stroking a kitten. One of the many dozens who came up short in the CPC leadership race was Kelly Leach. Now, Kelly, I watched your Canadian values video. Now, you may not know this, but I used to be a drama teacher. So I've got a tip for you, Kelly. The key to really connecting with the camera is to actually look at it. Et j'admets que mon discours sera plus court ce soir parce que J'avais préparé une page et demie de super bonnes blagues sur Maxime Bernier. OK. J'avais préparé 2 ans et demi de super bonnes blagues sur Maxime Bernier. Tu m'as vraiment laissé tomber, Max. Mais, tu sais quoi, j'ai vu les nouvelles, là, je vais garder ça dans un tiroir, juste au cas. And since we now seem to be in the in memoriam segment of the show, I want us all to take a moment to remember the passing of, and I'm quoting here, a larger-than-life leader, a legendary revolutionary and orator, Fidel Castro. Touched and inspired by my tribute, the internet then really stepped up with #Trudeau eulogies. I extend my heartfelt sympathies to the family of the Joker, a revolutionary who always had a smile on his face. Another, Freddie, loved the company of children and made sure the dreams of every child on Elm Street came true. And finally, while controversial, Darth Vader achieved great heights in space construction and played a formative role in his son's life. #Trudeau eulogies. Speaking of illustrious world leaders, I spent a lot of time shaking hands lately. After that Now's handshake menage with Enrique and Barack, my staff does not take chances anymore. We practice a lot. Plant the feet, square the hips, stick out the jaw, use both arms. You were all in Washington. You saw that handshake was so damn normal, Sean Spicer even forgot my name. I tell you though, Spicy would have remembered me if he'd seen the photos of the pirate costume party that Soph and I went to with Uncle Kay last Christmas. Just kidding, Aiken. Or am I? Arrgh. But enough with the politicians. This night is all about the press. Et si je me fie au rapport que le SPVM vient de m'envoyer, je sais que vous êtes vraiment heureux d'être ici. Merci. En parlant de Montréal, je dois vous avouer que j'avais peur de ne pas voir autant de journalistes du Québec ici parce que je sais que vous êtes très occupés ces jours-ci avec l'anniversaire de Denis, le 375e de Montréal. A few shout-outs. iPolitics, thanks for being here. Thanks for keeping the industry afloat. Although you really should rebrand as the island of misfit toys. And to the Hill Times, thanks for prying yourselves away from my staff's LinkedIn profiles for a few hours. J'ai aussi entendu que Pierre Carl a envoyé ses espions à Ottawa pour couvrir la politique fédérale. Mais on ne s'inquiète pas trop. Ils en ont plein les bras avec tout ce qui se passe dans le monde. Entre un topo sur une course de bébés qui rampent en Lituanie et un exclusif sur Jem, l'escargot condamné à l'abstinence au Royaume-Uni, ils sont très occupés. Pas de temps pour un premier ministre et son plan pour la classe moyenne. Même mes bas de clown ne se qualifient pas pour le sac de chips du Journal de Montréal. Tournons maintenant à la Société Radio-Canada. Je veux dire, ici Radio-Canada. Non, attends, c'est ici Première, non? ARTV. Non, on dit juste RDI. Hein? Comme tout le monde, je perds le fil. And it's great to see so many post-media reporters got tickets tonight. I'm frankly a bit surprised. I thought all your revenue went to Paul Godfrey's bonus. Vice is here too, because of course you are. We did a Vice town hall a few weeks back on marijuana legalization, which you may have watched. Of course, maybe not, because also on Vice recently, did the founder of Jimmy John's sandwiches get naked and hump a dead shark? Or ecosexuals believe having sex with the earth could save it. And 10 questions you always wanted to ask a drug dealer. Now, Vice also published a story this year about government spending on Snapchat filters. But think about this for a second. Imagine if Rana was in charge. Think about that Snapchat bill. Speaking of social media, Twitter blew up when I brought Adrien to the Hill a few weeks back. He was a hit, standing on the table and yelling at caucus, ignoring reporters and walking away from a scrum, basically doing all the things I want to do but can't. Goddamn sunny ways. And while I'm talking about things I'm not allowed to do, Katie and Jerry have made it very clear to me, no more vacations with rich guys. So I guess I really won't be seeing much of Rana anymore, like 2 ships passing in the night. But Katie and Jerry will let me spend time with fake rich guys, so next weekend I'm hanging out with Kevin O'Leary. Now, about Kevin, as you all know, he chose to drop out of the leadership race halfway through a day with Laura Stone. Now, I'm not entirely sure that the two things are related, but nevertheless, on behalf of a grateful nation, thank you, Laura. On sait que la presse est essentielle à notre démocratie. Rien ne serait possible sans vous. On a besoin de médias et de journalistes réfléchis pour explorer les questions en profondeur. Et on veut une presse indépendante et florissante, surtout quand on célèbre l'histoire, le présent et 150 ans de la Confédération canadienne. 150, c'est un nombre qui se célèbre lorsqu'il représente l'âge d'un pays. Mais ça se célèbre moins lorsque c'est le nombre total de gens qui ont regardé les 3 débats du NPD. But I'm going to wrap things up now, so a bunch of people can get on stage and make fun of me. So I'd like to close with my favorite weird thing on the internet this year. Surely a few of you saw the Justin Trudeau doll from the Bradford Exchange. It was $130 and said the same thing over and over and over, which might actually be a steal because it's cheaper than a fundraising ticket and it's shorter than QP. For now. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Have a great night. Merci.